Hi there, welcome back. This is Cuspa Beauty Tarot, and I'm here to do a pick-a-deck Mercury retrograde relationship reading for you, which will have to do with if you will be revisiting, reuniting, what's going to happen during the rest of the Mercury retrograde period, which is the remainder of July, and aspecting into probably early August as well as we come out of Mercury retrograde. So it's a pick deck, and I'm going to give you just a bit of an aerial there. So the first deck is the Fountain on the left with a tiger's eye heart gem, and the middle is the Illuminati, with a rose quartz, and the third is the Centennial Waite with the Hematite. So see what you think. Meditate on which deck is something that you're drawn to as you think about your person. And I have a Romance Angels and a Good Tarot card as additional information for us as we go forward. So let's see. I'm sorry that I'm just doing a really bad camera job for you. But okay, and I will timestamp. So with that, I'm going to remove these two. And let's see what we have for the first, okay? So this is the Fountain. And I have 10 cards I already shuffled and pulled the 10 cards for you. Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Sun, Seven of Coins, interesting, and Seven of Cups, clarified by Nine of Cups, Knight of Swords, Temperance, Knight of Cups, and the Fountain, which is the special card in this Fountain Tarot. It's unique to this deck, and it has to do with spiritual union of energy, collective consciousness, etc. So very interesting. Okay, so let me just take in your energies for a minute if you pick this deck. So I'm getting a sense of mixed energies for those of you who pick this deck. The first row definitely seems like somebody wants to initiate something. Ace of Swords. Somebody wants to come forward and get clarity or connect to understand the truth of a matter. There might be a rushing in. It might be based on passion. It might be based on seeking happiness, seeking clarification, passion, or feeling good. The center of this first line is happiness, innocence, pure joy, good favor, the Sun. So I do think that the mixed energy for me is there's an energy of dashing in to seek clarity, communicate for the sake of happiness. Whatever this is for the sake of happiness. One of you wants to possibly reunite for the sake of clarity, connection, rejoining of some innocent joy that maybe you had in the past. It's balanced with a tempered look at this, like being careful, being patient, being cautious to some degree, with the Seven of Coins. Should you do this? Should you not? So although the intentions are there to seek clarity, to be a little impulsive, to connect based on some joy that someone, one or you or the other wants to have, there is some pause and some confusion. Seven of Cups. So that's where my mixed energy is coming in. So one person really might want to start something new, seek victory, seek clarity, seek a little bit of passion, have some impulsiveness, want to join. and yet there's a little bit of a pullback. There's a little bit of a holdback with that person if this person is you. Again, as you know, and if you don't, these energies can be interchangeable. Now, in the other person's line, whether this is you or the other person, the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords, there's also a mixed energy. In a way, you might be mirroring each other because we have a Knight of Swords here and a Knight of Cups here and Temperance in the middle. So either somebody is trying to weigh out the approach of coming in kind of harshly to get answers and to kind of rush in to get what they need, Nine of Cups. It's being tempered by the Knight of Cups with a more soft and romantic energy. So, okay. So the other person in this formula either is also being torn by these two approaches or is juggling literally two people. Possibly juggling somebody who is more like an air sign, more straightforward and mental, cerebral, logical, with somebody who might be more romantic. I'm going to be honest, I don't see this as two people. I think the other person in your equation is actually balancing two approaches. Should I come in? Should I rush in for my goal, trying to maintain balance, or should I kind of to maintain a softer approach? One person in this formula truly is much more, is vibrating at a higher level and gets that this is a really important decision and probably an important connection. So, sometimes it's you, because you're the one on these tarot channels seeking more awareness, and so you might be more evolved, but I'm just going to say it that way. There's definitely, both of you are juggling two energies. Not 100% certain in either way. Both are being driven by a feel-good energy, Nine of Cups, Sun. But the Sun and the Temperance, this is definitely a love connection to me. It's a love connection to me. Flirt is your card. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. That would align with Sun. For whoever's feeling the Sun, and the Knight of Wands would say the green light is to reach out. If you're thinking about reaching out, Five of Fire, though, is a warning to me, Five of Wands. Now, that's probably why there's mixed energy all across this reading. On the one hand, there's an indication to flirt. On the other, it's just to be aware of communication this month. If you do connect, just be aware there could be, like, don't let the banter or any conflict cross the line to sensitivities, cross the line to something that could kibosh or sabotage this nice connection. So if somebody's reaching out to you, and they might, I have to tell you, you both look a little conflicted during this time, but somebody might. If there's a way to keep it light and avoid arguments or combativeness, that really has to be looked at. That's a warning card for me. Okay, the question, is it a yes or no that you will reconnect during this Mercury retrograde? The cards are just indicators, and you have the free will. What it's saying to me is you're giving the green light to lighten up, seek innocence and joy and reconnection for the sake of starting something or reigniting something, yes. But you have a history with this person, I think. And I think you need to be aware that there could be flare-ups or there could be combativeness. This is a sensitive time, astrologically and in this reading. Yet there's a connection that can't be denied. Maybe, though, instead of overanalyzing it and taking it too heavy, if you do connect, don't over Knight of Wands it. Don't over impulsive it. Take the Sun approach, okay? Which is light, innocent. And that's the advice I think this reading is giving you. It looks like you're going to be cautious. Seven of Discs, okay? But should this happen, take the approach that's indicated here, okay? So, I hope that resonated. And for those of you picking the middle deck, which is the Illuminati, we're going to begin that now. It was the Illuminati with the rose quartz heart. And let's see. King of Swords, King of Cups. Three of Wands in the center. Eight of Pentacles and the Magician. Or in this deck, it's the Alchemist. Other person is clarifying this with the Hanged Man. Four of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Four of Wands. And the Tower. Okay, this is a clear distinction between the two energies of the two people. Okay, so if this is you, and again, we can flip these energies by a little, okay? So if this is you, the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So there's a mixed energy there. You may have two people that you're considering, two sides of the equation that you bring to the table, but I think you're deciding possibly, okay, this is just what I'm getting. I think the most dominant energy for you, or for whoever this line is identifying with, the dominant energy is control, clarity, and logic. I do think that the King of Cups, although the King of Cups can be emotional, I'm getting the vibe that in this reading, the person who has emotions, that is the person that's either this line of energy is for, or maybe the person that you're thinking about, that they do want to be in control, or you want to be in control, and you're blocking your heart by a little. The King of Cups in this particular, and the King of Swords, both are blocking their heart energies. So I'm hearing it more as whoever this is aligning for, there's a good intention, and yet not just revealing of feelings, not just free-flowing feelings. Looking at that carefully. I do also think that one of you is, and if this is you, again, you're very focused on what's going to yield the best benefit for you. Where should you put your hard energy? Eight of Discs. Because you want to really manifest what's right for you. Okay? You might work hard at this relationship should you reconnect. You might be ready to create something with another person. So maybe you want to come out of this and you're willing, maybe you were taking a very analytical approach and you're willing to kind of start to unleash the emotional side, see what you want to manifest, maybe because there's a willingness to work hard at this, see what you want to manifest. So definitely, if this is your energy, you are on the precipice of wanting to manifest something. The person that you're dealing with, and again, these can be flipped. The actors could be different. But during this time, the person that you're dealing with has been stuck, not accepting of an offer, of a communication offer during this time, and yet independent and free, wanting to kind of be on their own, doing okay with that, Nine of Pentacles, seeking stability, strengthen their foundation, maybe not wanting to mess up their family unit. Okay, what I think this is if you reach out to this person or they reach out to you, it's rocking the world of the other person. Because I think intuitively this person knows that you are potentially someone that can rock their system. Whether you see that as positive or negative, that being with you or talking to you might disrupt their peace, might disrupt what they've already built. So I'm getting that they view talking with you as this. Again, or vice versa. They view manifesting something new with you as potentially disruptive to what they already built or starting to build. And that's why they stayed so long in the holding pattern, because they really kind of intuitively might have known that. Yet, exactly why they're concerned about this is they know that there's an attraction, and you know there's an attraction. You attract romantic love by fully enjoying this moment. Yes, there's an attraction to the two of you, but the message for you, viewer, is rather than push hard on forcing yourself to work hard on this relationship during the retrograde, maybe this is time to focus on yourself. And yeah, the high priestess would be, trust your inner wisdom about this. And again, you attract romantic love by fully enjoying this moment. Trust yourself, focus on yourself. And in this case, maybe the advice is don't be too forthcoming. So maybe you need to hold your cards a little bit closer to your chest. Maybe you need to be a little more mysterious. Maybe you need to not just give away the farm, so to speak. So that's what I'm getting is, you can switch around the players, but one person is really considering where they should invest their time, where they should work hard. They really like the control they've gotten. They want to manifest. One person is much more reluctant. I mean, they may consider investing a connection and talking and reuniting, but they're also cautiously looking at it, and that could be you. And if you are, that would be indicated as wise. The other person has been more dismissive, more resistant, more independent, more cautious, and more concerned or afraid of this. So I would say during this retrograde period that's remaining, these indicators are more on the low likelihood that you will connect, because you're being scrutinizing and should probably deal with yourself for the betterment of everything, and they're being very scrutinizing. And it's just a cautious period to me. This looks like a cautious period to me. So I'm not sure if that's going to resonate with you, but this is a love yourself kind of indicator. Trust your intuition. Maybe get quiet and really think about what you're hearing about this, okay? So let's see what's up for the third deck. This is if you chose the third deck, which is the Hematite and the Centennial Rider Waite. The Devil, la 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 la, out of the gate. Two of Swords, the Tower. Oh gosh, can't make this up. Three of Pentacles and the Moon. Okay. Other person's line, whoever that may be, clarifying with this union we're thinking about here. Nine of Discs again. Four of Wands again. Queen of Cups, Judgment, and Page of Swords. So if this wasn't ending on a moon, I would say that the vibe is going in a decent direction. But we're landing with emotionality and upheaval.